Thank you, Divine, for my breath, as it is my key to life. It is a new day, and I am immensely grateful. What up, y'all? It's SznLuv, SznLuv, that's who I be, and welcome to another Wednesday with me. How you doing today? I always hit this, but that's just because I get excited. So sorry. I know I need the audio is supposed to be. I'm actually becoming a really, really, really good audio engineer. Like, just with, I want to say sound editing. I've kind of been eating with that. I'm not going to lie. Welcome to another Wednesday with me. Today's Victoria's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Victoria. And feel free to comment down below. Happy birthday, Victoria, because she deserves all the love and the praise all the time, every day. Ooh, bars. Hold on. Get me in the stew. Stop whining right now. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. Today, as you can see by the title, we are going to be talking about my name, SznLuv. SznLuv. I feel like every time somebody reads my name for the first time, they never read it correctly. They always read it in such a weird way. I can't even describe the ways that people mispronounce it, but I like to think it's pretty straightforward in a not straightforward way. In a purposely not straightforward way. Like, it's spelled incorrectly for a reason. You know? And I guess this is just going to be me explaining that, because why not? You want to hear it? I want to hear myself say it. So let's see what happens. I don't have any notes for this video. And y'all know I usually like to have my 3 points, say what I got to say, and go about my day. I'm still going to say what I got to say and go about my day, but I just don't got my 3 points, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of just going to be going with the energy, going with the flow, you know what I'm saying? And we need videos like that every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? So, where do I even start? Maybe start from the start, right? Where did that name come from? So, my name is Autumn like the season. Autumn like the season. That's what my mama calls me. Autumn. Autumn, you know? Because she's Caribbean, she's Jamaican. But she named me Autumn, and I just always introduced myself as Autumn like the season. Like, when I would introduce myself to people, I don't know why. I just thought it sounded so nice. Like, they'd be like, "Oh, what's your name?" "My name is Autumn like the season." And I promise you, by the end of the class, everybody remembered my name. And I love that so much because it's something that made me stand out. It's something that made me unique, and I like things that made me stand out from the crowd, because I don't know, I've always had this rebellious nature. It's like, I don't want to be like you. I don't want to live like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never wanted to be like everybody else. Like, common shit just really, like, did not appeal to me. Common shit just never appealed to me. Like, even the shit my mama would say to me, I would look at her like, okay, well, you know I'm going to do what I want, right? Because it's like, I just knew, I don't know, I would always strive for some sort of individuality when I was younger. And that was, like, in the most toxic ways possible, like, in my opinion. Like, I was really, like, just so adamant about the shit that, what I wanted, like, being that unique, like, being different, like, not blending in with everybody else, you know what I mean? Like, I hated that shit. Like, I don't like being compared. Even to this day, I don't like being compared to other people, because it's like, I usually hear I look like seasoned, but okay, I mean, I guess. The whole culture of comparing people to each other in general is so fucking, like I'm sleep. Like, it's a loser activity, bro. Like, it's really loser. Like, I hate it so much. It's like, come on now. Y'all be having me, like, no. Let's let people be individuals. Let's allow people to strive within their most true, authentic, unique selves, and not have to be chained down by the, and I'm not saying that some comparisons can't be good comparisons. Obviously, there's amazing people out here that you could be compared to. That's not the point I'm trying to make. I'm not trying to knock the, you know what I'm trying to say. I feel like if you know what I'm trying to say, you know what I'm trying to say. And if you take it any other way, then I guess that's just you. You're just gonna have to perceive it like that, because that's what your brain told you. So I don't really give a fuck either way. So I know what I meant. As you can see, just from my natural energy, my natural nature, like how I am, how passionate I am. Like, I feel like all of that energy goes into my name, Season Love. Like, I feel like Season Love is the fire that is within me. And that fire is a reflection of me, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I like to think of my soul as my piece of consciousness. My breath is my piece of consciousness. So I feel like like my soul, like she's really a bad bitch. Like she's really out here cutting up, like true tea. And of course, I'm giving my vessel some credit because, she had to, Autumn, what I'm saying, my shell had to go through a lot in order to get to where I am today. So without each other, we wouldn't be anything. You know what I'm saying? But I truly believe like my soul's name is Season Love, and I just like the name Season, and I feel like Season is very fitting. That's why I that's the way I introduce myself. I'll be like, "Hi, my name is Season." You know what I'm saying? Season Love. You know what I mean? You can find me on all platforms. Type me in on Google, and I'll come up. Now to the meaning of the name Season Love. Why I set it up like that? Perfectly imperfect situation. You know what I'm saying? I think that as people, we are imperfect. Like, I believe that we are reflections of the earth and the beauty that is the earth around us. So that's where that's our life force energy. This earth, above and below, you know what I mean? Like, this is all us. It's all reflections of us. This is beautiful. Wow, this is great. Wow, you guys are actually getting to know a lot about me just through me explaining my name. That is so amazing. That's crazy. My soul tells me, and the fire that burns, the soul that is the fire that burns within me tells me a completely different story and narrative than what I've ever learned on my external. And that was the biggest thing for me when it came to, like, I guess creating my name, because I knew Autumn Like the Season was too long. So I was like, okay, we can't put Autumn Like the Season on all of your songs, bro. Like, that's mad long. Like, you're dragging it. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to find some sort of variation that still tied me to source, my breath, which is Mother Divine. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always connected to Like the Season because I appreciated being related to Mother Divine. Like, that was always a flex to me. Like, oh shit, like I'm like Mother Nature, like her. Like, I really in that girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really how I used to think as a kid. Like, I swear to God. My mind, like, whether that was like, I guess, I feel like my ancestors have been talking to me my whole life. I'm not going to cap. I've just became, like, conscious of it, like, when I started my spiritual journey in 2021. Damn, I just lost my train of thought just now. I did not know where it went. It's not here anymore. It's gone. But I'm sure that my point would come back to why my name is Season Love. Like, I wanted it to be something short, sweet, memorable. You know what I'm saying? It's something that represented me. And I am a person that believes that we deserve love and grace through all of our seasons. And I feel like I have been put in a position, like, ever since I was a child, like, to ever just always, like, I don't know, I've always just been put in the most, like, what the fuck situations, like, all the time. Like, all the time. That's all I remember my life being, just what the fuck situations. Like, me just asking, like, God, why though? Like, for what? You know what I'm saying? And because of all the strength that I had within me, kudos to my inner child. You know what I'm saying? She's very, very, very fucking strong and resilient. And through that resilience, she's just been able to make people smile throughout the whole entire way, make herself smile throughout the whole entire way, no matter what trials and tribulations was amongst us, no matter what happened. Like, I remember, like, just so many just fucked up situations, just situations where you would really think, like, nah, there's no reason to smile right now. Like, I had myself and people smiling in those moments, and we really deserve that laughter through every single season. And I just feel like I was an earth angel put here to show people the grace through the duality of life, because the duality is going to happen anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be what it is anyway. God is going to maneuver your circumstances in whatever way that he needs to in order to get you to understand the things that you need to understand, in order to provide you with the things that you say that you want. So if you truly genuinely want those things, then you acknowledge the healing and the love that is around you, no matter what your circumstances may look like. Why am I having such a difficult time saying circumstances today? Circumstances. Circumstances. Learning to have grace through all of the seasons of your life will genuinely provide you with and help you manifest the best reality possible for you at that moment. You know what I'm saying? I feel like life is just a journey of healing and coming to yourself over and over and over again. I feel like I learn myself so much more every single month as the months and days pass, because I'm just devoted to the everlasting, inevitable change and shifts that is life. Like I said, we are reflections of the universe. We're reflections of as above, so below. You know what I'm saying? As within, so without. We're reflections of Mother Earth. As the sun sets, you know what I'm saying? Like we have our dark times, and as the sun rises, we have our light times. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that it's ever going to stop, number one. Number two, that doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. It doesn't mean that that change is going to stop the love from coming in. Having things change all around you and not really having control over your external circumstances is really scary, and it makes you feel helpless. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've definitely been in those situations where I felt helpless. Like, I felt like I had nobody. And though there were so many people in my external, it's a different thing for people to connect with you on an internal, emotional, and spiritual level. And as we learn and step into a society where we can give each other grace and love through every single season, I just feel like it will just breed such a beautiful energy in this world, a beautiful new society and world, and just allow us to see different ways of being and thinking and living. You know what I'm saying? It will open our minds, free our minds so much, because I believe that hatred keeps you in a box. I feel like greed, fear, and all these heavier emotions that, of course, it's natural to feel, but I'm talking about the people that and the places that choose to reside in that. It's a very, very, very heavy reality to live in. I'm just a firm believer of making it light all the time. I don't care what circumstance I'm going to. Best believe I'm going to laugh. Best believe I'm going to find something to laugh about. Like, even if it's by myself, I remember times where I would be crying and I'll be looking myself in the mirror and I'll just be like, just to make myself giggle, you know what I'm saying? Because why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Why am I going to make myself even more miserable in already miserable circumstances? Because that's what, and I feel like that's why I call myself a healer. That's why I am who I am within, my self and my entities. Like, I want to be a physical manifestation of a transmuter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've gotten so much terrible energy in this world. Oh my goodness. I've gotten so much terrible energy projected onto me ever since I was a little girl. And that's really unfortunate for the people that was projecting, because it's like, damn, you really was wasting energy on a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because I had such a amazing way of just taking all of that bad energy, transmuting it, and using it and pushing it out as fucking positivity and something that will uplift me and make me feel lighter, rather than taking on the heavy emotions. Because, not saying, of course, I had a past where, like, I allowed those projections to get to me. Of course, that's how I had to learn what I didn't want. You know what I'm saying? And once I realized that I didn't want to carry other people's emotions, once I realized that I didn't want to be burdened with other people's fucking problems, you are as within, so without. So that tells us that the energy that you absorb is the energy that you're going to emit. So if you're not conscious of the energy that you're absorbing, then you're unconsciously, absorbing energy. You know what I'm saying? And that can come out of you in any way, shape, or form. It can manifest in your life in any way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? So when we're absorbing this energy and we're seeing and feeling these projections from the external world, it's so important to be conscious of how you're allowing it to resonate with you. I definitely have a YouTube video up about resonating. And when you allow things to resonate, marinate within you, especially shit that is not of your highest good, it's just, it makes you feel heavier. It makes you feel heavier. And it's like taking on other people's problems. That's why I call these lower vibrations heavier emotions, because they are fucking heavy. But when you can feel that heaviness, be conscious of it, take it, transmute it into something else, and use it for your highest good and the highest good of everybody around you, then look at you in your life. You're amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a beautiful feeling. It's a really, really beautiful feeling. I hope that I'm doing a really good job of explaining the feeling that I'm feeling, but it's really freeing being in control of the energies that you encounter. Anybody can be however they want towards me. You know what I'm saying? I can, because I already stand at the awareness where it's like, okay, I can't really be, I'm going to be affected by this how I want myself to be affected by this. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I'm not going to have my my innate initial reaction, but once I observe my reaction and I realize, okay, is this reaction in my highest good? Or like, okay, I start being able to analyze the situation that is in front of me. Having that awareness allows me to transmute the energy. That's a lot. But that's me. You know what I'm saying? This is my raw, just essence. This is what I want. This is who I am. That's SznLuv for you. I'm not gonna cap. That's really SznLuv. Like, seasoning love through every single aspect of life, every single part. It doesn't matter what it looks like. You know what I mean? You deserve grace through it all. Please remember that. You deserve happiness through it all. You do not have to be perfect to attract the love that you desire. You just have to love yourself. You just have to love yourself. You just have to pour into yourself. Treat yourself nicer. Treat yourself with more love and compassion. You know what I mean? And once you are just within that consistent energy of pouring out love and happiness, not only to your external, but your internal as well, it's bound to come back to you. Of course, those heavy days where, you know what I'm saying, the projections are coming in and, like, you know, these other heavy feelings are coming in, or we just naturally feel these other heavy feelings, like, that's okay, that's natural. But that doesn't mean that you don't deserve love. That doesn't mean that you are supposed to be blocked off from compassion and grace. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it works. Love doesn't just get cut off just because you're feeling sad or you're feeling upset or mad or you're feeling like you want to isolate yourself. Like, no, you still deserve love. You still deserve grace. And I feel like everybody should expect for it to come to them regardless of what stage of their life they're in, regardless of what emotion they are sitting in right now. Wow. This video was really eye-opening. Like, I feel like we learned a lot about me. I learned a lot about me. And I'm glad that I allowed myself to just sit here and kind of just talk to you guys and really just see. And that was beautiful. That was actually amazing. Wow. Watching this back and editing it, I'm going to be like, wow, that's amazing. That's crazy. On that note, thank you so much for tuning in this Wednesday with me. I am SznLuv, SznLuv. That's me. And I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope that this resonated with you in some kind of way. I hope that you were able to learn a little bit more about me and why I am the way that I am. Yeah. Please don't forget to like this video. Comment down below any thoughts, concerns, I likes, I notice, I wonders. Subscribe to the channel. Please don't forget that. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one, okay? So, peace.